We got a game. Infused versus Mixup. It's going.
It's about time. It's about time, ladies and gentlemen. We're back right now, and the stream is still borked as far as I can see, but we're working on the feedback. We're just gonna get that sorted out, as right now everything's gonna be fine. The game is back on, ladies and gentlemen. We had a long pause. Darn's PC broke down, so we kind of just have to fix that. He's back now. As you can see, he's actually crashed.
He did.
He's still dead. His spawn time is all not working and everything.
And the funny thing is, here's what I heard about Darn, and this has happened twice at this tournament now, is that he gets so upset when he dies sometimes, he will smash his keyboard against his computer or against his desk. That's what's been causing this. Like, his computer blue screened the last time it happened. The rest of his team is not happy with him right now. I'm telling you that.
They'll be finished, ladies and gentlemen. That's the only advice that I have for you. As we can see right now, Darn does get shot down. bybben gets taken down as well. Mixup definitely in the bigger advantage here, as we have my HUD being broken.
Well, you know, it is Mixup pushing in, and yeah, there you go. Darn does just leave the game there. That was the pause that we saw, and so he'll be getting back in momentarily, as it will reset once he gets back in that game, I would think. Yeah. Unless they're just not bringing him back in, who knows? Which would be a very, very sad state of affairs, because this is a good game, and there you go. He's in now. All right. They will get Darn back in the game to play once again, which means we're going to have a good game on our hands. But yeah, so what happened there was Mixup actually, you know, lost that push, as you recall. It is still 1-0, but Mixup was trying to make it 2-0. They lost the push. They got wiped out. Infused pushed back out. They took second. Now they have been pushed back to their last again, and in no small part because Darn did die and get forced out there. So now they're back on their last, and we will see whether Mixup can make another push. It's going to be me and Pledge. Me is Sal, of course, and Pledge. And what do you think, Pledge? Are we going to see Harbleu and Ruwin try to go in again?
We can see Ruwin playing sniper, so I'm guessing he's not going to bomb in. We're going to see if that sniper's going to work. You see dunc, very solid, safe position. Obviously, you can't see it on the stream, but he's holding a little bit more that left-hand side of the right top side to make sure he cannot get sniped. There's no way that he can actually get picked from there unless his team is just not paying attention. So he's very safe. The sniper can only really get something else. Either a demo man would be a good pick. He does get the shot onto the demo man, but numlocked just gets a full buff. It's
he's going for the head on the med. Oh, misses it. That's a very ballsy shot.
Infused was not really paying attention there, to be honest. I think they could have picked off Ruwin there, no problem whatsoever.
Oh, and he gets it! Dunc is down. That is going to be a push, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to see Pura pushing in with TLR very soon, and they are going to take this. I'm pretty sure that's got to suck for Dunc right there. You know, he's probably blaming the rest of his team at this point for not saving him. bybben and Darn are both down. Tyler was playing around with numlocked up there. Num is still up. That means the Stickies could be still on the point, but Mixup pushing on the point. Tyler, 8 health left. Can they get him? No.
Of course. You know, you get the player advantage straight off, and definitely at that moment, it's just basically being played. Dunc got sniped there. That's a mistake. 100% a mistake. Cannot make it sound anything else than what it actually was right there. There's no way that he should be able to poke out of there without getting spotted, without Dunc getting warned, and without that sniper shot not getting the success it had. Obviously, it was a great shot. Let's point that out. But going into this next middle, Infused is trailing 2-0, and things are starting to look tough if they don't actually win this middle.
Yeah, Harbleu does take out Cookye and turn Darn kills Harbleu, so he is still on form today. And Platinum is going to start getting pressured here by a soldier, jumping straight in, getting that kill. That was a nice kill by, I want to say, Darn himself. Where are you, Darn? There we go.
Frags are definitely coming in favor of Infused, though. Got 3 frags right there at the end, basically equalizing the score, and everyone from Mix is just kind of trying to regather right now, but Infused already knocking on their door. Going into the second point here, you can see a soldier trying to jump up there. Oh my god, Pure is out of position here. Does have to pop that Uber super early, and Dunc just counter pops, no problem whatsoever, about 5 to 6 seconds later, and they're going to use that advantage to just cap the second point, unless Mix goes and do something crazy, which it looks like they are going to.
They're being aggressive. They like to take this option.
They're super out of position, so I don't get this.
They've killed numlocked. They've killed Darn and bybben. It's just Dunc and Cookye left, and they are pushing forward. I don't think that Infused got that either. I think they didn't know what was happening.
How the hell did that happen? That didn't make any sense whatsoever. They get completely out of position, 5 versus 6, and they win it. How? Like, that doesn't... whatever. I'm not even going to try and analyze that. It's not going to work.
A lot of it comes down to just the fragging ability and the sheer unpredictability of how Mixup plays. They like to dictate the rhythm of their games, and if they say we're pushing, it doesn't matter what the situation, they are pushing. Mixup is amazingly disciplined in that regard, and they really commit when they commit. So that's what just happened right there. And Infused... probably going to be backing up past, yeah, they're going to have to sit on last, pretty much. They can't do anything about this now. Pure has the Uber. They want to try and force them to pop in early, but they don't want to lose any players here. That would be terrible.
60% at the moment for Dunc, though. He's very far off still. Usually the double bomb in from Soldiers coming out from Mix. Looks like the first bomb from TR immediately. Double rocket into Dunc. Kills him off. And once again, it just keeps going. It snowballs onwards from that moment onwards. 4-0 and then on to 6-0. 3-0 is going to be the score lead, though, at the moment in time. And we have 17 minutes have been played. 13 minutes still left on the clock. Infused is in trouble. And remember, the first map between LG and Epsilon was also 5-0 to the Americans.
Look at this difference in points right now, man. Look at Enigma, especially, with 40 points above his team. And the difference on the red points, they're just not getting a lot of frags, not a lot of captures. It's really going Mix-Up's way here. So let's see, where is Enigma? There we go. He is on top of the point right now. He looks like he wants to start taking out this soldier, and he does. Actually, yeah, that is him killing Hat and dominating as well, which you kind of expect. Enigma getting a bunch of kills, dominating both of the opposing soldiers. He is on fire this game.
Yeah, definitely. Very good middle coming there out of Mix. I gotta question the decisions that Infused are making, though. It seems like they're realizing the strongest point from Mix are their soldiers and are their scouts, so they're trying to focus them down. But what it ends up happening is that Platinum is just kind of standing there spamming, consistently spamming, dealing out high damage nades, pipes, anything really, to just make sure that it wears the enemy team down. We're gonna have Dunc actually did survive that middle, so we're gonna have a standard 6 versus 6. Harbleu is gonna be on heavy though. We've seen this loads. I don't know how often you cast like Mix-Up in general, but yeah. Harbleu loves playing that heavy. He loves playing the spy as well. Off-classing is just kind of his thing.
Yeah, it's a lot of roaming soldiers thing. You'll see Mackie do it a lot as well, and Mackie's here at i46 for LG. But Harbleu, yeah, he loves the off-class. He is actually going water, which is going to put a lot of pressure on his team, on the opposing team, I mean.
Yeah, definitely.
Oh, where did my binds go? Darn it. Well, anyway, I can't zoom up
Harbleu coming out of that water right now. He's really roaring that minigun, forces that Uber really, really early. Uber comes out. Great save from Pure, saving Harbleu there on that point. And obviously, if you don't multi or anything, the Heavy's just going to stand on there with 450 HP. Nothing can take him down. It took them so long that TLR, Enigma, and Platinum were just going to clean everything up. 4-0 after 19 minutes. Infused is getting whitewashed after that sort of darn rage thing.
That's what happened. After the darn rage, it seems like their team has started to lose a little bit of momentum. Now, Mix-Up, to be fair, looked really strong early on, too, and you were saying that, Pledge, that you thought you liked their playstyle. But it's definitely been snowballing from there, and Mix-Up may very well take this 5-0 on Gullywash.
Yeah, definitely.
It's getting to that BT point, and look at that soldier. Oh, go for the air shot. Doesn't quite hit it. As soon as I see one, I am going to start channeling Duder. I promised I would do that. But no, so far it's just shooting people on the ground, and both meds down, but it's just numlocked left alive for Infused. He's going to have to try getting out of here.
You know, you said in the first half of the game that X-Time mentioned to you, you asked him, who do you focus on Mix? And he said everyone. That is kind of what's happening on middle so far. Infused is focusing a certain target, and you can see everyone else is getting the frags, no problem. They all have very solid, very intense fragging power coming out from that American lineup here against Team Infused, and they don't really know how to deal with it. They need to fight them head on, I think. I think that's their best way of doing it. And that's pretty much what they're going to do right here. bybben immediately bites the dust, though. So that's going to be 6 versus 5, and we'll see. With 10 minutes left on the clock.
Big jump in. Harbleu does not get to kill in the med.
Crits, by the way, on the Americans. Crits on the Americans.
And is he going to be able to pop that on Platinum is the question. Platinum wants the crits, but they're only 3 up right now. He's probably going to call for it at the moment, but there's no med there. They may not want to pop
it. Here it comes. Now Soldier crits. 1 frag, 2 frags. Is he going to be able to make the hat trick work as Dunc runs out?
Oh, he could have gotten that.
It was not a crit either, though. So it was
that could have been amazing. Scout comes in, tries to get a kill. Cookye does just end up dying, but it is going to be Scout, Medic, and Soldier trying to trap Pure and Tyler here. And Pure is in some trouble. He's pulled out the needles. Is he going to get the kill on this Scout? Running back up the Ubersaw, but he is going to get killed out of position. Meanwhile, Enigma is coming in, though, and he's going to try and finish off Dunc, and he does.
Oh my
Mix-Up is all over the place.
The scouts from Mix-Up doing a lot of cleanup work here. That's usually what I say, is that the scouts are being known as sort of the cleanup crew team. As soon as everyone is weak, they meet with everyone one after the other and just take him down. And
Enigma
that's
being
kind
so
of what
aggressive.
happened there.
He takes down numlocked, and he actually gets a kill on Darn. Enigma, amazing player right now. Just amazing play.
Yeah, really good. He's definitely the MVP so far, together with Tyler, who's just doing a fantastic job on that soldier role for the Americans. There's nothing Infused seems to be able to do against him.
No, that's what happens when you take Classic mix-up, you take Mihai's flow, you put them together, which is what we did in North America. You have a super team here. You have, like, the top 3 in every single class on Mixup.
Like, they're playing so unbelievably aggressive, but not only that, they're playing very confident at the exact same time, which just makes for a very high fragging-based team. And tactics, you can do tactics all you want, but if you cannot outfrag your opponent, you are going to lose. It makes it so very difficult for Infused to play against this. And the way Mixup has been playing, I think only LG so far will be able to beat them.
Yeah, well, they're doing quite impressive. They did have to give up that second point. And are they still in crits, actually? Let's find out. No, it is regular Uber. So they are just going to sit here and play a more standard game now. It's 4-0. This is kind of what you Euros call parking the bus, isn't it?
That's what the Americans call parking the bus nowadays. I mean, yeah, I saw Platinum stream. Don't worry about it. We see Harbleu actually holding into this sort of elbow area, which I heard Eckstein call it earlier, so I'm just going to copy that because I liked it. See the Heavy coming around here. Numlock's on top of that, though. Heavy's going to get disconnected immediately, and Numlock, oh my god, getting the hat trick onto Mixup, and 5 kills straight off as Enigma is the only guy who's running at the moment, coming in from that elbow area, gets shut down. 6 versus 1 exchange. Infused will take that every day.
Yeah, beautiful for Infused. They're going to be very happy with that one. And you said that was Numlock's getting the hat trick, right?
Yeah.
3 kills in a row for that guy, so he will just be spawning now, and he'll be trying to catch up to his team with the sticky jumps as quickly as possible. We will see him getting there just as they've finished capturing, I think, that second point. So this is the crazy thing about Gullywash, is that if you wipe your opponent's team out and you're in the right position, you will take 3 or 4 points in a row very quickly.
Exactly, that's kind of how it works. As we see, Dunc already has that Uber ready. They need to make sure they don't run into anything stupid. It looks like they're going to Uber in 1 scout with Delman follow-up. That works great against the Pyro Heavy that you can see. Not a lot of players are dying yet.
Wow.
That's the kind of the way you want to play it. You want to just make sure everyone is weak and let your Delman clean it up. Right now, this is definitely not the perfect way of doing it. Numlock's very weak. Is going to get... Oh, almost gets the bottle kill there with Platinum trying to take him down. But Enigma, somehow, some way, as a Pyro, stayed alive throughout that entire fight. Did not get focused down.
No, he didn't get focused, and I will say that as a Pyro, Enigma is one of the best. And we've said that over in North America for a long time, but Enigma, great Pyro. And you saw him, I mean, he just predicted exactly where that medic was going, took all of his attention, destroyed him. And when you've got a Pyro in that situation, it works really well.
Yeah.
You know, you get to air blast people around, control that narrow space, and destroy. It's even better when you've got the degreaser and the extinguisher in the American scene, but it still works here in Europe.
So, right now, I just want to give a little bit of a score update, as both teams are going to be building Uber. Although I shouldn't say it that loudly, considering the Americans usually just push. But I am going to say that right behind me, I can still hear Arcs and Beta casting, which simply means that LG versus Epsilon went to a 3rd map. It was 4-4, 1 minute remaining. And yeah, I noticed some action happening, but I want to brief you guys on this. It was 4-4 with a minute remaining. It got, like, Epsilon actually ended up wiping LG on the minute with 20 seconds over the clock. I don't know if they got it, but based on what I'm hearing right behind me, it has gone to a 3rd map between LG and Epsilon as well.
That's going to be an amazing series, and whoever wins that is guaranteed top 3. Right?
Go watch that if you're not watching it.
I know.
If you dislike me or anything by any chance, just go and watch that. Anyway, both Ubers do get popped off right here.
With huge air shots. Later, dog.
Really, you're gonna do the tuner impression?
I told you I had to. That was awesome shots by Numlocked, though. Yeah. All around, TLR did not stand a chance there.
Infused, they're in pretty much a prime position right now. It's 6 versus 4. The only thing they need to make sure is that they don't lose players stupidly, as in Darn jumping in and just dying out of nowhere. They need to make sure they exchange frags, which is exactly what's happening right now. Hat for Platinum. It's fine. That's exactly what Infused wants. She let both scouts cap the point, which is exactly what we see doing. And the Americans can defend all they want, but they have no Uber and they have not enough players to actually make this happen efficiently.
And yet,
unless your fragging power 70 times is good. Then this happens.
Well, you know, Tyler did die, though, and Enigma just did, too. There goes Harbleu. So actually, it is. It's
oh
Numlocked.
my god.
He's all over the place. He is exactly what Infused needs. Question is, it's 4-0 right now, Pledge.
Dunc is Uber.
There's 4 minutes left.
Yeah, it's like it's theoretically almost impossible right now for Infused to win. Oh my god, Cookie gets shut down as Dunc has to pop that Uber really, really early. We can see the scout Uber not working whatsoever. Dunc getting juggled over here as he is still. No, he's actually quite full on health. I guess he still had the lick of Uber there left.
He did. He got away while the Uber was flashing, so he's all right.
Yeah.
But bybben really wanted to drag him further back, and now he's going around for a flank, but he got caught out by Ruwin, and of course Pure popped the Uber there now. We're going to see Mixup trying to push out. They want to watch those stickies at the entrance. They will die to those.
Okay.
And Enigma now on the heavy, so he's guarding last.
Cookie's okay, never mind. I thought Cookie was going to back up, and he got
Tyler is at mid. He's behind the enemy team. How'd he get here? Who knows?
Oh my
God!
Numlocked. Rockets on Numlocked. It is so unbelievably brutal. Let's see if Infused can make anything happen maybe on this last point. But to be 100% fair, it's 4 minutes left on the clock. Theoretically, there's a slight possibility for this to work. But to be honest, we can already see the NG coming out for Ruwin. I'm guessing TOR will use NG as well to just kind of build up that stuff. Maybe even go Pyro or something like that. I don't think it really matters at this moment in time. You just pick Soldier, and Infused is going to push it right here. They need to be quick. Why are they pushing? Go! Come on, there we go. It's now 80%. They are going to pop in. Darn has to make this bomb work, but it's not working at all.
Well, they're going to get Ruwin. That's good. The sentry is down, so that's important. They are going to have some damage coming in. Actually, Harbleu is now down as well. You've still got Enigma on the floor, though, able to deal a lot of damage as this heavy. And he's
Numlocked comes in from main, though. Numlocked now comes in from main, right behind Enigma. Numlocked is spamming in those stickies. Is he going to be able to get enough damage done? No, the Uber comes up from Pure as he's just going to Uber in TOR there. He's not going to be able to make anything work. And the Uber advantage back into Infuse's favor. But all of this is just running down the time from Mixup. And to be fair, I think they've officially won this, unless Infused caps in 1 second.
Yeah, it would really be quite impossible for Infused to come back and win at this point. So we're kind of in dead time. The players may just want to pad their stats a little bit, get some kills. Harbleu's still sticking back at last, though. I guess, yeah, as far as Mixup goes, they don't want to take any chances. They want to be sitting here and waiting.
Yeah, definitely. They're just building up that sentry. They're just really making sure that nothing can actually stop them from winning this 4-0. It looks like Darn is going to try and jump that point. Sentry plus heavy block him from doing that, though. Now it's a sniper versus soldier duo coming out. Oh my god, Darn, what are you doing? The sentry does get spammed out, though, by Numlocked, so that's a small win. But 100% versus 100% sniper heavy NG. That's how you defend the last points. Huh?
That's a very difficult defense to crack, and that's when you see these off classes coming out most of the time is on defense. We do have the Uber coming in right now from Mixup, though, and they're really just trying to buy a little bit of time, push the team around. They didn't get any kills there, and I think it's because they knew there was going to be a flank, a counterattack coming in. bybben down right now, but Numlocked dealing a bunch of damage, and he is overhealed. He could do a lot of work here unless he gets taken out real fast, and Platinum, I think, did some good damage there. He was down beneath in the water. So I don't know. Infused just doesn't have it. We're going to go on to that next map, which I think is going to be Badlands next.
I'm quite sure it's going to be Badlands and a possible Snakewater decider. I think that's what has been happening so far. We can now see that Mixup is trying to push out here on this second point with 1:30 left on the clock. Obviously, all of this is a formality, Cell. Nothing really matters all that much.
Speaking of stuff that does matter, though, Pledge, just
got a score update, didn't you? Yeah, all right.
We got a score update. So what actually happened for LG, it went into Golden Cap. LG
second
won.
Map, right? Snakewater?
LG won the second map of Snakewater. So that means Epsilon's in the lower bracket.
Wow.
Epsilon just got beat by Leviathan Gaming, the American team.
All right. So, yeah, I guess there was a long pause there as well. As, yeah, we're not going to get that song out just yet. I watched Team America recently last week. I'm really not whipping that song out in the middle of a cast, so I'm not going to do it.
I will. You know I will.
You can do it at the end of the grand final. Okay. I'm promising you that. Anyway, talking about a little bit of exciting stuff, we have both teams actually Ubering inside, and Cell's not expecting that because he cannot be ours to do that.
Oh, you know.
Everyone gets shut down, and you're just missing all the action because you're spectating a demo man.
This is what people complain about when they watch my YouTube as well. But no, it is. They're calling GG now. It's 40 seconds left. They know there is no mathematical way possible for them to get enough capture points.
It is actually going to be 5-0. I think, yeah, it's actually going to be 5-0. So both Americans won the first map against their European counterpart 5-0. That is a dent in the confidence of all of Europeans.
Yeah, and you know, I did see on ATF2L, and this was even before there was a lot of hype about it. There was a little bit of hype, but I saw people were saying, you know, we kind of expect the Americans to come over here and stomp because you guys have got the super teams.
Right, yeah.
You know, whereas Europe has good teams, consistent teams, and Epsilon is very, very viable.
Yeah.
But I think we may be starting to prove why America's better.
So yeah, anyway, to end that VOD, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much here for joining us at VanillaTV, where we had Pledge and Cell casting the upper bracket semi-final. First map only. We're going to go into the second map right now, which is, I think, Badlands. And we're going to be back for that in just a second as we have Team Mixup, Classic Mixup, Team Classic, whatever, just the Americans from Classic Mixup winning 5-0 against Team Infused here in the first map of the upper bracket semi-finals at Insomnia 46 here in Telford in the UK, the LAN that makes us solve all our disputes, all our problems. Not between casters, though. We love each other.
This is the big one, folks.
This is the big one. Stay tuned.